Hello, everyone. My name is Hysterical Talent, and welcome to Unforgettable. So, this is a game that I found on Reddit, or being advertised on Reddit, and I was like, hey, what's this? This looks pretty cool. And so, yeah, I decided to give it a shot. It's only a few bucks, and also got it on a sale. And I like the concept. At least that was advertised in the trailers. I've already played about 10 minutes of it, and I decided, oh, this is pretty cool. I kind of want to record this. So yeah, let's get straight into it. And new game. They will hear us. What? Hello! Welcome to Unforgettable. I'm your bartender. You can call me Ueda. Ueda. You're this bar's first client. I'm happy to have you here. And I know you must be very confused finding yourself in a bar out of nowhere. But don't worry, because I will answer any questions you may have. Alrighty, well, let's get straight into it. First things first, let's just ask, where am I? You're in my bar, Unforgettable. You're my first client. I hope you enjoy your visit. This is also my first time as a bartender, so I'm sorry in advance for any mistakes I make. No problem with why am I in a bar? You don't like bars? I do, but why am I here? Well, this bar is just open, and I've never heard it done anything like this before. So I thought I needed a first client to give me some feedback. That's why I invited you to come here. Please tell me if I'm being too inconvenient by calling you here. Okay, next question. Am I dead? That is a difficult question. But no. What is that? It's the music, okay. But no, you're not dead. Wait, you might be dead, bro. It depends on how you define being alive. Humans define being alive as having metabolism, reproducing, and stuff. Under that definition, you're very dead. And what other definition is there? There's the God's definition of life. In short, gods define life as having authority over yourself. In that sense, you are alive. Gods? Yes, gods. You might get the wrong idea when I say gods, since they aren't as humanity imagines them. Yes, gods. I'm actually a god myself. Oh, an immature one, but still god. I understand you might have many questions now that I've said that. I recommend we don't go deeper into the topic of gods before you have some drinks. That's because some things we might discuss can be too much for a sober human to deal with. Okay. I remember driving my car and I think I'd crashed. Ah yes. You were hanging out with some friends and then decided to drive back home drunk. Then you crashed and died. That must be what you remember, right? And something was talking to me in the mud. A thing was talking to you in the mud? That's weird. It was not listed in your memories. Anyways, remember I said you are not alive in the human definition of life? That's because you are an artificial human. A copy of a human. What? Those memories you have are not yours. They're from the human you were based on. Knowing you're a concopy can bring you a bit of can bring you a bit of a crisis, but I suggest you don't overthink it. Consider those memories yours, as it brings you no good to think otherwise. Okay, so alright, now we won't overthink it. Something else. Who are you? I'm your bartender. You can call me Ueda. Wait, Ueda? I'm gonna say Ueda. Okay. I'm an immature god. What is an immature god? An immature god is a nameless god. You see, gods are named after their creations. Like the god of stars, god of the oceans, god of thunder. An immature god is a god that has not created anything relevant enough to be in their name yet. And that's my case. You said you're a nameless god, but you call yourself Ueda. Yeah, this is what I was wondering. Ueda is the name of the human who lent me this appearance. As you know, bars and drinks are a human thing, so I wanted to look at human to be our bartender. But I'm really bad at creating human-like appearances, so I copied the looks of a real human. Before you ask, I have Ueda's consent to use this appearance. Okay, good. I simulated asking her permission and it was predicted she would allow it. I guess? Okay. Well, it seems you're a lot more comfortable now that I've explained the situation. And I'm sure you have a lot more questions now. Dude, I really like the sprites that... like, just the different sprites that she has every time she says something. It's pretty cool. But let me serve you drinks first. And of course, it's on the house, so order any drink you like. Dude, that's sick. Anyways, this is actually where I ended off. And the thing that I chose was a Clover Club. So I'm gonna choose something different from that this time. Because, alright. Give me a... give me a let's get a Tom Collins. Yeah. This is the drink you have to make. These are the required ingredients. These are the ingredients. Here are the bottled ingredients. You can hover them with your mouse to see their names, okay? And you can use the scroller to see all the bottles. Got it. And here you can get some other ingredients. Okay. Use the arrows button to switch between them. When you're done adding ingredients, click on the shaker. Sounds easy. Got it? Yep. Alright. Tom Collins. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's named after an actual drink or something, right? Gin. Right. Gin. You just selected a bottle and you're about to pour it into the shaker, right? If you didn't mean to select the bottle, cancel. Got it. To start pouring, hold this pour. Okay, hold, got it. As you pour, this bar will start filling. The air out the sides of the pour, points to the target amount to pour. I see. Release the pour button as there. Got it. Got it? Yep. Alright, so yeah, last time I did this was with the Clover Club, and I failed that miserably, so we're gonna try and not fail this. Oh, no. Okay. I think that's enough, right? And then we're gonna... a lemon. Yes. Okay. Then it's so... oh, I think soda's here. Okay. Yeah. Please. I got a terrible score last time. This is the second try. Oh crap, okay. You're about to decorate the drink, right? Click on the button when the golden bar is the closest to the middle. Got it? Yes. I mean, kind of. Meh, okay. Alright, here's Tom Collins. I think I screwed up on this one, sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll do better on the next drink. At least I didn't fail miserably. Do you perhaps know the history of this drink? No, I don't. Me neither. What? I thought that since you ordered this drink, maybe you'd know something about it that I don't. Huh. Because last time I looked it up, I couldn't really find the history of this drink at all. These are some hypotheses for its history. Or there are some hypotheses for its history, but people couldn't even agree on the country it was invented. Huh. And that is really weird to me. Like, the drink's name is a person's name. Yeah, who's Tom Collins, bro? Can't you simplify this guy called Tom Collins and investigate from there? True. That's a good... Anyways, that was my attempt at making a Tom Collins. Since it didn't go as planned, please don't let this bad first impression keep you from trying it again. But anyways, I'm sure you have a lot more questions to ask. So ask them away. What would you like to know? Yes, let's see, we could talk about the bar, the gods, or the human. Let's talk about the bar, I guess, because that's what I'm most interested in. Why is everything so... Yeah, why is everything so red in here? Well, red is the color humans see. That's true, actually. It's also the color I see. Okay, yeah. So I thought there was no better color to it. Indeed. And as a bonus, I happened to learn that people considered redwood a luxury in the past. Redwood? Yep. Naturally redwood. I've heard it was so valuable that an entire country was created to harvest it. But I'm not good with names of countries, so I don't remember what country it is. I was just about to ask what country. Bro, I am like insanely terrible with geography, dude. I'm gonna go with Brazil or Australia. It's one of those two. It's one of those two. Australia? Dude, guys, you know I'm bad with choice options. And I'm probably gonna get this very wrong, but I really hope it gives me the option to try this again. In fact, we're gonna save, because I don't want to get this wrong. Let's see. Australia. Oh. No! No! Brazil. I'm not sure. It could be. Brazil's that one country with a lot of active volcanoes, isn't it? Or was it the one with lots of forest fires? I don't know. Okay, so not Brazil. Mexico? What? Dude, I am so dumb for that Australia question. Oh my gosh. Australia is a continent, yeah. Australia is a continent. Oh, that's probably the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me today. Let's see. Mexico or Canada? Oh, it was Mexico. No, it was not Mexico, bro. I'm familiar with Mexico. It's where all the tequila comes from, after all. Yes, Canada. Canada? No. Bro, you suck. It was none of them. I told you I'm not good with country. Okay, well, that's fair. Me neither. Me neither. And it shows. Countries change too much over time. I find it hard to keep track of them. Where was Ueda from? Yeah. The human who let me hear appearance, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. She was from the Empire of Manchet in the continent of Carcer? I've never heard of those. Well, it would be shocking if you knew of them. The continent of Karster did not exist in the generation of your... What? You see, the universe you lived in has a cycle. First, it explodes and expands. Then, after a while, it stabilizes. And finally, it compresses through gravity, ready to explode again and restart the cycle. Dude, sorry, just quick pause. I love the sprites. I can't imagine how much time it must have taken for all of this dialogue in those sprites. We call it each cycle a generation, and they are all different from each other. Ueda was from the Karser continent that existed in the very first generation of the universe. Oh, so, okay, I was assuming Ueda was like an alive human, but it seems that this Ueda person is long dead. So what was Karster like, and why did you choose Ueda? So how humans existed? And why did you choose Ueda's appearance? Just because you liked it, or? Well, I'm a fan of her. She's famous among the gods. Oh, is it some kind of like Odysseus kind of story, bro? Like, I don't know, the Odyssey? And I'm not the only god who borrowed her appearance, really. So don't be surprised if you find another god identical to me. Interesting. I'm very interesting. I'm interested in like why she's famous. Yeah, why is she so famous among the gods? I can't tell you. Not yet. Okay. Huh. So humans existed in many universes. Precisely. Humanity existed many, many times in many different ways. Ever seen a version of humanity that was instantly eradicated by a meteor? Oh, I'm glad we're not them. That one caused quite a commotion among the gods. Between all of humanity's generations, yours is a bit special. Your humanity was the first to achieve technology that suppressed what you would call medieval. Ah. So, cool. We're like, we're cool. What was Karser like? Well, for most of its history, it was similar to what you would call the medieval ages. Honestly, nothing special at all for the most part. If there is one thing about Karser worth mentioning, it's the topology. The topology? Yes, the topology. You see, that generation of planet Earth was quite interesting. It had one single ocean, one single continent, and one single big mountain in the center of it. Do you know why? Is there a reason to it? Yeah, sorry. It was a weird thing to ask you. But yes, there was a reason for it to be that way. The Earth, as well as the entire first generation of the universe, was designed by 3 of the first gods, which were the sky, ocean, and earth. They created planet Earth and the continent of Karster to be a prison. A prison buried under a huge pile of rocks, surrounded by infinite water and infinite skies. And why did they need a prison? To imprison someone, of course. The humans? Or who did they want to imprison? They wanted to imprison a god. Which god was it? Bro, everything's a secret. Why? Do I need to drink more again? No, this time it's different. I'm not allowed to tell you the specific details of the story yet, because it would go against the purpose of bringing you here. But of course, if you want another drink so much, then ask away. What will you order? Oh. Okay, so we're in a new section of dialogue now. Alright, what should we order? Angel Face, Sazerac, Americano, Daiquiri. We're gonna get a, let's get a Daiquiri. Okay. Where is the rum? I don't know where that is. Rum... There it is. Oh crap, I went over. Okay. A lemon. One lemon and some sugar. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Alright, this is the one. This is the one I'm telling you guys. Yeah. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Please give me a good score. Let's go, I'll take it. Good. And this is my attempt on serving a daiquiri. I quite like this drink, so I'm glad I was able to properly serve it. You see, the name of daiquiri comes from a mine. Does it? The story says the drink's author was a foreign engineer that worked in said mine. One day, he ran out of gin and had to improvise a new drink. Then, he created daiquiri. A simple story, very simple. But I find it quite charming. An engineer working in the mines of foreign lands who has a passion for drinks. It really fits the definition of a classic drinks history. But anyways, I think you still have even more questions. Feel free to ask anything. Okay. Well, we already asked about it. I want to ask about you in general. What else do you do, like, other than, are you going to be the bar god? I actually was wondering this. No, bars are a human thing, not mine. Then why is... I can only become the god of something I created, or something deeply rooted in my existence. But I would like to be the bar god if I could. That would be cool. Ah. I wish you could too. Yeah, what else do you like other than drinks? I also like cutlery, music, and ice sculptures. So you like music? I do, but I like to listen to a single genre until I get tired of it and then go to a... Oh, that's definitely not me. So I don't know many songs. That's fair. You like ice sculptures? Yes, actually. I had put one here in the bar for decoration. But it has already melted. Oh. Why did you let it melt? What do you mean? That's what ice sculptures do, right? I mean, they melt into different shapes and show themselves differently every time you look. I plan on replacing the ice sculpture every time it melts with a different one. I mean, the next one is going to be a strawberry. Okay, you do you, Lueda. Alright. You like cutlery? Yes, I have a cutlery collection. It's got an achievement. Does it hold the food? What it likes? Okay. Cool, I got an achievement for that. I brought some of them here to the bar, actually. Here, look at this fork. Cool, right? Does it hold the food? No. But it looks cool. I like how cutlery utensils all share the same general shape and purpose, but can vary in detail. It's amazing how little they change from one another and seem to have infinite possibilities. That is pretty amazing. Very similar to humans in a way. I'd say so, yeah. So what are you gonna do after this? After serving you, I'll prepare to open the bar officially. I want to make a few changes. I'm curious, are you going to be serving more humans? Or, like, are you going to be serving other gods or something? But I want to make a few changes to the bar. Maybe add a few more drinks to the menu. What changes will you make to the bar? Well, I need to find more songs for my playlist. Secondly, I might change the lighting and furniture. Red is cool and I like it, but now I'm getting a bit tired of it. I want to add more color to this bar before I start disliking red. Yeah, I don't know about an entire building just full of red. I think anyone would get bored of that. And lastly, employees. I'm enough to run this bar on my own, but more bartenders to make it much more fun. True. That's true. 2 is better than 1, as they say. Alright. I am curious about. Let's ask about human Ueda again. So, about the human Ueda. The human who let me this appearance, yes. What would you like to know about her? Do you really look like her? You said she was important, why is... Yeah, you said she was important, why is that? Alright, I'll tell you everything about Ueda. The human Ueda was the oldest princess from the kingdom of Manchet. And it is theorized she had some kind of connection with the goddess of life. More commonly referred to as life, she was one of the first gods, so I might have mentioned already. As I might have mentioned already. I don't think you did. You might have, actually? No, I don't think you did. Maybe she did. I don't know. She's an interesting god. She did not disappear like most of the first gods. Instead, she's hibernating. Anyways, Ueda seems to be connected to her in some way. That's because Ueda had a life orb. A life orb? Yes, a life orb. Well, as her title suggests, the goddess of life created life. And when I say life, I mean God's definition of it. So, the authority to hold authority over yourself or something, as they define life. Before her contributions, gods could only create inanimate objects that simply followed defined rules. They were very predictable, like rocks and water. But then the goddess of life managed to add randomness to creations and lent this ability to the other gods. The soundtrack is a little loud, so let's turn it down a bit. Okay. With that, God could create life, and by that, I mean something that can make decisions on its own. And the way the goddess of life would lend her power would inspire giving life orbs to other gods. These orbs had a shining golden color. Gods could implement the orb into their creations to bring them to life. Ueda, the human princess, mysteriously had an orb of life in her possession. She somehow acquired it during a trip and kept it together with her jewelry. What did she do with it? Nothing. All she did was admire it from time to time. But the fact she had it, together with some other things related to her, makes her a mysterious figure in human history. She's famous just because of that? Well, there's a bit more to it that I'm hesitant to tell you. Okay, let me ask something else. Oh, what? Alright, we'll have to wait a bit more then. Life goddess is hibernating. Hibernating, do I have a life orb? Yeah, why is she hibernating? Yes, she is, inside her tower. It is said she was never much of an active goddess. Dude, one thing I like is I like how the MC of this game isn't like pressing Ueda for answers or anything like that. Like, obviously I wouldn't know, but I don't know, it's just pretty chill. It said she was never much of an active goddess. She would rather watch what the other gods were doing than work on her own creations. And now she's sitting still by her window, watching the outside, not moving an inch. Her enjoyment for observing stuff might be the reason she created life, since it makes things more interesting to be observed. By the way, life is another very relevant creation that is not mentioned often. Can you guess which it is? Life has another very relevant creation that's not mentioned often. I mean plants? I'm gonna say plants. Yeah, that's the only thing that was besides cats. Correct, wow! I really didn't expect you to guess it right. We call her Tower, but it's actually a giant tree. Oh. This tree tower was located on an island. And other plants were created to hold the terrain of the island in place and decorate it. The other gods found her to have really good taste in decoration, so plants were gradually added to more pieces of land. Interesting. So, I guess, so plants were like, so goddess of life made plants decorate her tower. Other gods were like, whoa, plants look pretty cool. And so they also added plants to like different stuff. Cool. Or does that mean like land didn't have plants before? Do I have a life orb? Well, right now you do have one. It was used to give you conscience and free will since you're artificial. But humans don't necessarily have a life orb. It is tricky to know if a life form makes use of a life orb or not. There are only two ways to know. The first is to know beforehand that the orb was used in the creation of something. The second one is to remove the life orb to confirm it was there. That does make Ueda's situation all the more interesting then, because like, how the heck does she have a life? How did she have like a physical life with her? Unless like a god gave it to her. Like, how else would she get one? But removing it is very hard. Only a few gods know how to do it. So we're not sure if life on Earth makes use of these orbs, but it probably does not. And that's because life on Earth dies. The life orb grants immortality? Well, no. Immortality is not something to be granted. Immortality is actually a given. Being immortal is the exception. Huh. So we're the weirdos? Like, immortals are the weirdos in this situation? God's creations don't really have an expiration date, unless made to happen. So when many life forms were created by the first gods, they were not made to die. It was only when planet Earth was created that life appeared spontaneously and had the limitation of death. Life on Earth was not created by gods? No. Or at least not directly. Life on Earth came into existence on its own. It wasn't even noticed by gods when it came into existence. Please excuse me for a second. I have to answer the phone. Okay. No problem. Just waiting here. Wonder who's calling now. Quick little phone call. I don't have to click it. Okay, there she is. Hello. It seems our time is over. Your creator told me to send. What? Your creator told me to send you back to them. So you didn't create me? What will they do to me? Yeah, what will they do to me? Nothing you should worry about, really. They'll probably send you to meet another god. Oh, okay. Maybe they will put you to watch some classes. Classes? Can't I stay a bit? Yeah! Can't I stay a bit more? No. Don't be like that. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do against the orders I received. But please come again if you have the chance. Thank you for your visit to Unforgettable. Ah, bro. I had fun being your bartender. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Bye-bye. Well, bye. Dang. I just got an achievement for 2 out of 6. So, ending 2 out of 6? Or like... Ah, I see. Okay. Alright, let's see here. So, we just got the second ending. Oh, okay, these are all like the stuff that we talked about. What we know right now. Oh, this is pretty cool. It shows us everything that we know. And as of right now, we don't know anything. This is stuff that we're gonna have to find out through more conversation. But as of right now, there's still a lot of stuff we don't know. Endings. We do not have ending 1 out of 6. We have 2 out of 6. 99 out of 6. What? Oh. What is 99 out of 6? Okay, well... I guess I think we can stop here. Yeah, we'll stop after each ending. Or like... Well, yeah, every few videos. Crap. I accidentally stopped the game, but yeah, we'll stop here, guys. Thanks for watching, and also, yeah, I am back for this month. And thanks for watching again. Bye.